Welcome to the newest edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young, of course, joined by the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Now, of course, usually we start the show excited and, excited and pumped up. But unfortunately, that isn't the case because, of course, we found out the news late Sunday night that we have the passing of one of the legends in this business, and that is one of the greatest managers and announcers of all time, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Tony, your thoughts on the passing of one of the best?
It just shocks me that I see Bobby. I've never seen him in real life and everything, but I see him on wrestling and everything. He looked pretty good until he had that throat cancer in 2002. That he lost half his jaw and the bottom of his jaw. And all he would do is give you a finger and say, "Hey, you're number one." But he battled it for 15 great years, and it's just time. It was time for him to rest now. He's resting with all the members of the family and the Heenan family. It's a good thing. Now him, Gorilla, everyone up there now can rest in peace. Now he can get up there and enjoy himself.
Of course, it's been a while. He hasn't been able to speak in quite some time, right?
Yeah, he hasn't speak since like 2004 or 2008 when he got his left jaw removed, the bottom of his jaw removed. All he does is just go and give you the middle finger and just sign pictures, and that's what Mike told me. He said when he got his bottom jaw removed, he can't speak. His wife would normally talk for him, but he was a guy that I wish I went to Vegas and saw him in there because he was always there in Vegas and everything, and it just.
And I believe he was at the last couple of years of WrestleCon too, and we never got the opportunity to go.
No, he was there, and then but I think he stopped going to WWE Hall of Fame. That's when he started. His hip was busted, and last year he fell out of bed. He was just getting to the point where time was running out, and finally the cancer got to him, and now you can hear that weasel chants all over again.
If you had to find do you have one moment to if there's one moment that reminds you, or the best moment for you remember of Bobby the Brain Heenan, what would it be?
Oh God, when he slapped Andre WrestleMania 6, and then Andre paintbrushed him, and that was the end of him and Andre for 3 years. But it was, he was a good.
Didn't Andre return? Andre returned at WrestleMania 7 or 8.
7, he did, and then that was the end of Andre. But Bobby was a good broadcaster because he always would come up with these wide crack jokes. He always would say something, anything. He would say wide crack jokes, and you hear Gorilla and say, "Would you stop?" And he would go from Gorilla to Vince, and then leave the WCW, and finally he got his ring in 2004 at the Hall of Fame, and it was just eerie without Gorilla Monsoon around, but still. I can hear them two talking in heaven now, broadcasting a match in heaven.
My favorite moment was WrestleMania 9 when he came out backwards on a camel.
Oh, you smell like a camel that day.
That was Jim Ross's first WrestleMania.
Yeah, you smell like a camel, and then lots of it thinks of his dress, and he wears blue underwear. It's like,
and he stuck his thumb up.
Yeah, that was the great
time.
The greatest moments ever.
If you guys ever got the opportunity to hear mine and Scott Beatty's commentary, or if you ever saw us on Inside the Ropes, a lot of what we did was inspired by Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Scott Beatty is a very big fan. You could tell everything he does, from his commentary to the stuff we used to do, is in tribute to Bobby the Brain Heenan. And we have and I guess you can call me the gorilla of that group. But me and him had a lot of fun doing it, I'm sure, and a lot of that is kind of our tribute to the Brain and everything he was able to accomplish. But of course, he lasted a very long time. I mean, it's just unbelievable how long he lasted. He fought hard, and now look at the card they have up in heaven that Gorilla and Bobby get a chance to announce.
Yeah, they got a big card up there, but like I say, he did get his Hall of Fame thing, but it's just going to be harder listening now. You don't have to hear Bobby calling more matches, and it's just going to be hard on the network now to go through a match and listen to Bobby talk about something, and
All right, folks,
there now.
rest in peace, Bobby the Brain Heenan. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to recap a very, very long and boring Monday Night Raw. All right, we're back here on the Ringside Report. Welcome back. Of course, Tony, on this date in 2004, Gene Snitsky uttered his famous line, which was,
"It wasn't my fault," and then they kicked the baby.
well, the baby wasn't alive yet. Didn't he push Kane into Lita?
That was a alleged storyline where that led up to.
Well, it wasn't true, obviously, but you know what I mean.
It wasn't true, but you know, it reminds me back in '98 with the. I don't think you remember this, but in the Attitude Era where Terry, remember she got when Goldust divorced her and she's still carrying the name and everything, and then she was allegedly pregnant by Val Venus and when she was going on top of the apron, or she's on top of the apron, Dio knocked her off, and my baby, I miscarried my baby, that led to,
I think that was before '98.
No, that was during '98. It was during '98. It was like in October.
The only thing I remember in Marlena ever happening to her was when she got almost strangled by China at WrestleMania. Was it 13 in Chicago?
Oh, that was the greatest. Yeah, WrestleMania 13. She's whipping a rag doll.
She was.
Shit.
Okay, Tony, ready to recap Raw? Oh my God, I'm surprised I stayed sober for this.
Hey, I was watching while there was no Cubs on, so really it was a.
Did you watch the Brewers win? Magic number's still 10. At least it was on Monday.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's down by the time this airs.
Yeah.
Okay, let's recap. Kurt Angle comes out, or he's already out, or whatever he was doing, and he comes out and starts mumbling about the big matches at No Mercy. Then Miz comes out and says, your biggest draw isn't on the card. So he says, Kurt Angle said, you know what, we're going to change that. It's going to happen. You're going to defend your Intercontinental title. There's going to be a three-way dance. Well, then Jason Jordan comes out and he wants the Miz Taraj to be added. So it's a six-man, or it was a four-way. Now it's a six-man scramble, or six-man, whatever they call it, six-pack challenge. It'll be later on in the night. Nia Jackson defeats Alexa Bliss, and Tony Bailey gets added to the women's title match. So now it's 5 women. What a ripoff for Emma.
Well, you know, it's a 5-way match, but it's still one pinfall to a finish. And like I said, Emma has a chance. All she's got to do is be smart. Remember, back in June at the Women's Money in the Bank, you saw Carmella when the second time at SmackDown. She was smart because Natalya and her and Naomi were fighting, and you saw Becky Lynch try to get up there and get the briefcase. But yeah, it was. But Emma has a chance. I don't know. She might, but I think Alexa Bliss is like a 5-10% chance now retaining.
Sheamus and Cesaro, who are now. When the hell did they get the name The Bar?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't fall asleep through that match.
I don't blame you. Sheamus and President fall asleep through this whole damn thing. Sheamus and Cesaro defeat Gallows and Anderson and Rollins and Ambrose. Apollo Crews gets a win over Kurt Hawkins, who lost his 115th match in a row.
If he breaks a record, that's going to be something.
And then Roman Reigns comes out. John Cena was gone. I'm guessing he was with Nikki Bella. She debuted on Dancing with the Stars. I'm guessing that's where he was. That's just a hunch.
What?
Nikki Bella started Dancing with the Stars this week. They were in California. They tape in Los Angeles. And my guess is that he was. I don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing he was there.
They're live on Monday night. So
I'm guessing he's there.
Well, because Cable's third news.
And also, he's done after No Mercy again, so he won't be back for a while. But anyway, Roman Reigns comes out. He rambles on about, compares to what he used to, how, shows the clip back in 2000 and whatever year the Rock beat Cena. And he comes out and trashes about Cena, how he trashed The Rock about never being around. And then he pretty much called him a bitch. You know, all that fun stuff. And pretty much calling John Cena a hypocrite, like everyone does, about how he bitched about The Rock leaving, and then he's pretty much gone. Bray Wyatt defeats Dustin Rhodes. Yes, Dustin Rhodes. Goldust without the face paint from last week. Enzo comes out. Braun Strowman annihilates him. Then Neville attacks Enzo. Neville defeats Grand Metalik, and Jason Jordan wins. He's your #1 contender, Intercontinental title. Does that have pre-show written all over it, or the Cruiserweight title match?
Yeah, probably the Cruiserweight title match.
Okay, that's Monday Night Raw. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to preview Ring of Honor, NXT, Impact. That's next. Happy birthday, Smooty.
Huh. It's not my birthday yet. Well, 2 more months.
I know, but it's not. Happy birthday, Tony. I am shocked by this. Art Anderson's only 59. I thought he was a lot older than that.
He's a young little pup.
Well, is it because I think he had a lot of injuries? Didn't he break his neck? He can barely move these days.
His arm, he's got a.
Is it his arm?
He's got a bad arm because he broke his neck problem because of WCW, because I guess he power drive him one night.
And then, of course, also happy birthday to the former WCW voice Scott Hudson.
That was a good. That was one of his.
He used to do Saturday night.
Yeah, him with that fat ass Mark Madsen, whatever the guy is.
Mark Madden. Oh my God! I've told Beatty this. He looks just like him.
Yeah, loud, obnoxious, and fat.
Also, I'd like to give you an update on my. Well, actually, there really is no update, but I'm gonna on my grandma. She's still in the hospital. She's still with us. She's fighting. She actually the other day she was given a pen to write on a piece of paper, and one of her grandkids, and she wrote "I love you." So hopefully that's a sign that things are getting better. I should have more of an update coming up on Friday's show. So best wishes to her, and if she keeps fighting.
And I guess this past weekend, Shane Douglas teached this and Sierra finally learning how to.
You went to that show, didn't you?
No, I had to work. I ended up having to work that day, but the eerie about it was the night before, Frankie finally got his hands up to evil bitch Sierra, so I can't wait for Halloween Nightmare on 92nd Street because I can finally get to a wrestling event for once.
Should be exciting, and also Ric Flair, I believe, coming out of the hospital. That's great as well.
Yeah, he's not dead yet, motherfucker.
That man's gonna outlive all of us.
Oh, and speaking of that, what was the announcement today? RJ said.
What announcement?
He said something about for the September 30th show, and there's a huge announcement.
Well, the one that I saw was Marche Rockets returning. Besides that, I'm not sure. We'll talk about that at a later date. I, of course, will not be there. Tony, you got to take over that night.
All right, I will. I'm gonna be the Ryan Young of.
Well, no, you're not taking over commentary. You're taking over our post show.
Oh God, who's doing the commentary? Oh, I know.
Probably Devin Diamond.
Yeah, or that fat Marco Joe Coppin piece of shit.
Oh, that'll be exciting. Okay, Tony, let's preview Ring of Honor. Tony, coming up this Friday night is Death Before Dishonor. Is Cody Rhodes going to retain against that Suzuki guy, or are we going to have a new Ring of Honor World Champion?
Yeah, I think Cody's going to retain because I think, what's his face, from it.
Who? What you got?
Chris Daniels will show up and ruin the match.
You think so? Is he going to get his title back?
Yeah, he'll probably get in at the final battle, the big pay-per-view Christmas time.
Yeah, December 15th, they just announced it. Also, TNA announced, we'll get to that in a second, actually. NXT now, of course, Ring of Honor you can watch on the Fight Network app, My Network TV. NXT, we're getting closer and closer to, and actually we're not really close, to take over Houston. But we keep saying it, but once again, undisputed, the new team of Adam Cole and the Red Dragon being Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Tony, who's going to stop these guys?
Well, they're gunning for the world title in the tag team titles because you saw Sandy get the titles back in Brooklyn in August, and you know that tag team that was undefeated, they're going to have to get a rematch. So.
Indeed, and of course NXT's tonight on the network. Impact, Tony, they announced November 5th, and Bound for Glory will take place in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, which Jim Cornette cannot go in, so therefore, and he's done with Impact Wrestling, so Global Force Wrestling. So Tony, are you excited that that they're having Bound for Glory in Canada?
Well, maybe Bret Hart will show up and.
I don't think he can.
What?
Bobby Roode's not there. There's no Canadians left. I don't know what they're gonna do. Petey Williams is there. He's back.
Oh yeah, Petey. Maybe I'll bring that Team Canada. We'll do another, or whatever the hell it is.
All the Team Canada members are in WWE.
Not the manager, Scott.
Scott D'Amore's actually the lead booker in Impact now.
Is he?
Yeah. Who knew?
Maybe he can make not let Lauren Van Ness marry that Grado. I think the match is gonna happen at Bound for Glory.
That'd be a good one. Grado annoys me, but that would be a good one.
Congo Coleman's Grado. The winner gets to marry Lauren Van Ness.
And by the way, I believe I'm not sure. I believe it's Drew. Or no, not Drew McIntyre. I forgot who's getting. I believe it's Johnny Impact getting his title shot against Eli Drake. Do you think he walks out with it at Bound for Glory?
Oh, I hope so.
No.
I probably want to see the end of the dummy. Maybe we could see. Maybe Eli Drake could go like TNA is finally die and he'll go WWE and then you'll see a big sign that says I joined WWE dummies. Yeah.
Okay, that's Impact. That'll be tomorrow night on Pop TV. Preview for Friday, we're going to recap SmackDown 205 Live, Ring of Honor and NXT. We're going to have a Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor, and a No Mercy warm-up. Tony, you're only down by 1.5. That coin flip's going to play a big factor in what's going on Friday.
I told you, like these last two pay-per-views, I still rock and roll with the second pay-per-view.
We'll see what happens. Okay, folks, everyone have a great Wednesday. For the King of Controversy, I'm Ryan Youngs, and thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.